Hey bitches, I am back. My bad, it has to look like this, but it's fixed. And you get to hear what's going on. Wow, amazing. Who would have thought this would happen? Groundbreaking something's in technology. Yada yada, something amazing. Wow. Finished eating and all of that, so I can. Just play, I guess. Open for like an hour,
All men
a
of the
bit
work
more,
of our
maybe.
Maker's hands. From the
I'm
lowest
already
slaves
yawning.
to the
Research in the
highest.
nave wishes to verify that the infection.
The Inquisition cannot remain, Ambassador, if you can't prove it was founded on Justinian's orders.
This is an inopportune time, Marquis. More of the faithful flock here each day. But allow me to introduce you to the brave soul who risked his life to slow the magic of the breach. Master Adar, this is the Marquis Durelion, one of Divine Justinia's greatest supporters.
And the rightful owner of Haven. House Aurelion lent Justinia these lands for pilgrimage. This Inquisition is not a beneficiary of this arrangement.
This is the first I've heard of Haven having an owner outside the Chantry.
My wife, Lady Machin of Denerim, has claimed to Haven by ancient treaty with the monarchs of Ferelden. We were honored to lend its use to Divine Justinia. She was a woman of supreme merit. I will not let an upstart order remain on her holy grounds.
Demons are pouring from the sky, and you're worried about land claims.
Haven is the Durelion's rightful property.
Has Empress Selene officially acknowledged your possession of Haven? I was unaware Her Imperial Majesty had conferred with Ferelden's monarchs on this matter.
The Empress has not yet had the opportunity to do so.
We face a dark time, Your Grace. Divine Justinia would not want her passing to divide us. She would, in fact, trust us to forge new alliances to the benefit of all, no matter how strange they might seem.
I'll think on it, Lady Montillier. The Inquisition might stay in the meanwhile.
Do the Durelians actually have a claim on this place?
His Grace's position is not so strong as he presents it. Despite their Ferelden relations, the Durelions are our legion. If the Marquis wishes to claim Haven, Empress Selene must negotiate with the Ferelden on his behalf. Her current concerns are a bit larger than minor property disputes.
I'm so pleased the Marquis isn't tossing us out into the cold.
His Grace is only the first of many dignitaries we must contend with.
You expect more people in Haven?
Undoubtedly. And each visitor will spread the story of the Inquisition after they depart. An ambassador should ensure the tale is as complimentary as possible.
May I ask what brought you to work for the Inquisition?
Sister Leliana approached me. We've been acquainted for quite some time. For better or worse, being the Inquisition's diplomat has become as interesting as she promised.
What sort of dealings have you had with nobility?
For some years, I was the royally appointed court ambassador from Antiva to Orlais. The nobility of Thedas is a rather singular sphere. Those I'm not acquainted with, I know through reputation.
The Inquisition is lucky to have you as an advocate, Lady Montilier.
Thank you. Let us hope so. Thedas's politics have become agitated as of late. I hope to guide us down smoother paths. But please excuse me. I've much work to do before the day is done.
My scouts are posted on the ridges in case there's any trouble.
To work?
Let's see what we have.
Yeah, my bad for that period of silence. But shit happens. See, the thing is about getting rid of the wait time is
At
that
your service.
I can't tell who exactly is best for which mission. So that sucks. But you know.
At your service.
109,
Let's see what we have.
113,
To work?
110, 1. Okay. Oh. Could have done more, but I'm not going to.
There was no word for heaven or for earth, for sea or sky. Go in
I
peace.
failed to make a good such shit. Yep.
Good day to you.
I mean, anyways, you look like you'll break it. Let's sit around it. Oh, that is a horse. Yep. And it looks the part. Like if you're gonna go carry this nigga.
Smithing is hot work.
This girl and her flirting with the fucking god.
That'll do.
There it is. Even though I'm not going there with all of them, I will select all of them, just in case. And all of my hair is gone.
Do not antagonize Chauncey the tiny bear. He may be small, but he nips.
Okay. Didn't I have shit facing all of this? It's because I'm in the Black Emporium? Is that the issue? Hopefully this will make a difference. Yes, it does. I look good. Do we got a photo mode in this ship? No. Okay. Anyways, I'm staying like this. You'll have to ignore how the hair looks when we go into the Black Emporium. But I am staying like this. Anyways, back to the Black Emporium. I'm buying this, none of the schematics I want to buy. I'm already thinking of who I'll replace Solus with. And who I'll replace Varric with. I'm not sure.
You may pet the tiny bear, but be gentle. A Magister miniaturized him specially at great cost.
There we go. I guess a Grey Warden shield could do. Or that. And the long dated axe. Nothing else. I wish I could like preview this shit. No, I can't even remember if it's coat or mail if I have to get for myself. You know, based on looks. Can't remember, so I'll just get all. Everything just has a higher cost. Ah.
He answers to Chauncey.
just want to preview the weapon. I want to buy it. Hold on, wait, I want to see what these look like. Blade of red. Oh shit. Okay, there it is. Ooh, the blade of red birth looks good. It looks like actually good. And it's the barbarian rock crasher. Can I just see all the weapons? Yeah, the barbarian rock crasher is like sides. Is it like the AoE type shits? I don't know. So I'm not going to hurt my head about that. What does the Avenger look like? Eh. Shield of the Emperor. Ugh. Anyways, check it out. Oh my god, look.
Watch your step. We received a shipment of invisible nuts the other day.
Oh, just crack, man. Crack, maybe. But I felt it in my ribs.
Travel safely.
Do you think you can have it done by midweek?
That when Thread needs it.
Quartermaster Threat understand.
I have the most in iron, so I'll just use that. Cunning, dexterity, and cunning. Okay, so one that boosts cunning, one that boosts dexterity. Which one do I have the most? And I have the most in Truffalo. So Truffalo for dexterity. Critical damage, flanking damage, sunburn hit. Yada 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 yada. Instead of going through this like an idiot, because I forgot the definition of sunder, I will just search for the definition. I don't look at the definition of something. Do that. Yeah, split apart, my guy. So I was thinking like cut bleed damage, right? It's splitting something apart. Nope, it's armor reduction. Cool. Dexterity and something. So it is bleeding. Fucking hell. We'll make everything bleed. We already kind of get covered in blood anyways. Might as well. I don't like the way that looks. I don't like the way that looks. Yeah. Melee defense. Max health. Because she needs to live longer. You know? That makes sense, right?
Fine, fine. Midweek. Tell Thran she owns.
Not sure that's a long swords. Oh well.
You need. Something, let me know.
I don't have any grips, do I? Shit. Okay.
Another time, then.
Oh well. You can actually wear the helm of the Inquisitor. Would you fucking look at that? I just like the way the male looks, so I'll go with it. Even though the male gives me higher armor stats. Just like how I prefer the male of her. Not just like, but I fucking never mind. I'll do this. Okay. No particular reason why, just cause I forgot to buy the material. That's what I fucking forgot to buy. That's what I was racking my fucking brain about. That's what I forgot to buy. It's been an hour already? No. I started late then. Maybe.
Where's my back scratcher?
Can you even move? I don't see it.
Where's my back scratcher?
You might think that I'm wasting money, and you're right, but I would prefer not to be running around looking for shit when I could just buy it. Plus, I'm getting shit that I'm not even going to get in this area. Did I buy enough? I don't know. Am I going to buy more? No. I get what I get. No, doesn't that just look better?
Please send Thisser our thanks for the refreshments.
One maybe two. Okay.
You need something? Let me know.
I don't need something. So I'm good. Nigga look like he packing shit. Probably need a more mechanic car. What if I gram to up back? I think I'll go with Constitution. Which is the stat that I have to pay attention to put these necklaces again. My dex is already high as shit. I'll go sleep just now, sure. Dex is high, so I'll focus on my cunning to get them crit strikes.
Time.
I think I'll just go range defense for her, yeah. Obvious. I don't know. Does that mean that I'm going to just go ahead and stick with range defense? Because that shit is kind of confusing. Top of barrack. This one or this one? This one. Just some fan service too. What the fuck like that? I don't know who does. I don't do anything in particular to be honest with you. So, you know. Stagger. 5% stagger resistance, I'm guessing? Chance to stagger on being hit. This is like because of... Ah. I didn't read down here. Why didn't I read the yellow text that's down here that describes them? That is so fucking dumb sometimes. But it ain't funny. I'm going to give this man some melee defense. And health. Because you gotta stay alive. Tricks. Do some tricks. Solos. I mean, in case you didn't know, I don't really like Solos. Any particular reason? No, I just don't really like Omega. He has that pretentious air around him. That's usually what I got the most of. It's fucking Solos. Melee defense and range defense. Range defense with mud skin or Bronto hard. Abs.
Look fine.
I very much prefer for her to not have that shit.
Right.
The gloves. But, you know, it is what it is. And this is going to be my appearance through most of the game. So get used to it. Sandra.
Greetings.
Can you tell me more about the Seekers?
The Seekers of Truth were born from the original Inquisition long ago, when it united with the Chantry. Seekers stood above the Templars, watching over them but also investigating magical events they couldn't handle. We were meant to be incorruptible, above reproach. How seldom does reality match the ideal?
What are Seekers, exactly?
Those who know anything of us think we are Templars. We do not use lyrium, however. Our abilities are different, as was our original purpose. We disciplined the Templars and were accountable only to the Divine, and not even her, truthfully.
When he watched.
So, the Seekers commanded the Templars?
No, the Order didn't assume command until after the rebellion. The Templars have always feared us. When a Seeker arrived at a circle, they knew trouble was afoot. That kind of power is troubling. You begin to think you are the only one who can solve the world's problems. If you don't see a problem, it doesn't exist. If someone insists it does, they are the blind ones.
Do you think that kind of problem could ever be fixed?
Possibly. Though the Seekers themselves would need to change. They were clearly not willing to, even though they abandoned everything they stood for to avoid it. In my heart, I believe they can still be salvaged, but not by their own hands.
You mentioned that Seekers have different abilities than Templars.
Entirely. A Templar's abilities come from lyrium and are designed to hunt mages. Ours come from ritual and many years of dedicated training. We cannot be possessed by demons and are immune to mind control. Useful considering our role. Seekers can gain other gifts, though that depends on the individual.
What kind of gifts do you have?
I can set the lyrium within a person's blood aflame. Both mages and Templars bend before my will. Some Seekers use it to interrogate, others simply to paralyze. Once there was a Seeker who could use it to kill. That particular gift is considered rare.
Why did your order turn against the Chantry?
We originally united with the Chantry through a treaty that stated they would keep mages under control. It was felt Most Holy had tacitly allowed the Circle of Magi to vote on its independence, thus breaking the treaty. The Seekers saw themselves as justified, and they led the Templars into a war of righteousness.
You sound like you disagree.
We knew what was happening at Kirkwall, where the Mage Rebellion began. We looked into reports of Knight Commander Meredith's harsh treatment of her charges years earlier. But we found so many shocking cases of magical corruption, it was decided her actions were justified. If we'd been there when it happened, if we'd looked harder at the root causes...
You're right. Something should have been done.
When faced with a problem, the Seekers would close ranks and crush it. We would find an answer, but only once we felt we weren't being coerced. The moment the mages voted for independence, our response was predictable. It was difficult to watch.
How does someone become a Seeker?
Most Seekers begin training in their youth. I was much older, an exception due to my noble birth. We train rigorously for years. Our bodies and minds must be elastic to undergo the vigil, and most fail even then.
Is the vigil some kind of initiation?
It is the rite every Seeker must go through in order to summon their gifts. A full year of fasting, prayer, and separation from all distractions, including other people. We empty ourselves of all emotion, focusing only on the purity of our devotion. And the moment it finally ends, it's wonderful. Faith realized. I cannot put it into words.
I wish I could experience that.
If the vigil was not so arduous, I'd say more should attempt it. What if mages never needed to fear possession by demons? I'm told it is impossible, however. I suppose I'll never know the truth of it now.
I've no more questions.
Good day.
So basically, this longboat is just has an attachment to it, and it's just a shortcut, basically.
So, now that Cassandra's out of earshot, are you holding up all right? I mean, you go from being the most wanted criminal in Thedas to joining the armies of the faithful. Most people would have spread that out over more than one day.
I'm fine.
It's not so bad. I'm taking it in stride.
Better than most of us, then. For days now, we've been staring at the breach, watching demons and Maker knows what fall out of it. Bad for morale would be an understatement. I still can't believe anyone was in there and lived.
If it was that bad, why did you stay? Cassandra said you were free to go.
I like to think I'm as selfish and irresponsible as the next guy, but this... Thousands of people died on that mountain. I was almost one of them. And now there's a hole in the sky. Even I can't walk away and just leave that to sort itself out.
It's pure luck that I escaped.
Good luck or bad? You might want to consider running at the first opportunity. I've written enough tragedies to recognize where this is going. Heroes are everywhere. I've seen that. But the hole in the sky... that's beyond heroes. We're going to need a miracle.
Or just knowledge. Either way, I'm ready for it. There's Solus. I should probably talk to him.
The chosen of Andraste, a blessed hero sent to save us all.
Am I riding in on a shining steed?
I would have suggested a griffon, but sadly they're extinct. Joke as you will, posturing is necessary. I've journeyed deep into the Fade in ancient ruins and battlefields to see the dreams of lost civilizations. I've watched as hosts of spirits clash to reenact the bloody past in ancient wars, both famous and forgotten. Every great war has its heroes. I'm just curious what kind you'll be.
What do you mean ruins and battlefields?
Any building strong enough to withstand the rigors of time has a history. Every battlefield is steeped in death. Both attract spirits. They press against the veil, weakening the barrier between our worlds. When I dream in such places, I go deep into the Fade. I can find memories no other living being has ever seen.
You fall asleep in the middle of ancient ruins. Isn't that dangerous?
I do set wards. And if you leave food out for the giant spiders, they are usually content to live and let live.
I imagine you find some amazing things in there, alongside all the demons.
Exactly. It is occasionally dangerous, yes. But more often it's just sad to see what has been lost. The thrill of finding remnants of a 1,000-year-old dream? I would not trade it for anything. I will stay there. At least until the breach has been closed.
Was that in doubt?
I am an apostate surrounded by Chantry forces in the middle of a mage rebellion. Cassandra has been accommodating. but you understand my caution.
Cassandra trusts you. She won't let anyone put you into a circle against your will.
Thank you. I appreciate the thought. But now let us hope either the mages or the Templars have the power to seal the breach.
Just hit my lip trying to freaking travel away muscle.
Here, sir, with Cedric's compliments, sir.
Walk safely.
Blessed are the peacekeepers, the champions of the just. Blessed are the righteous, the lights in the shadow. In their blood, the Maker's will is written. Is that what you want from us? Blood. To die so that your will is done? Is death your only blessing?
You speak for Andraste, no? What does the Maker's prophet have to say about all of this? What's his game?
How is this a game?
Do you see the sky? What about the temple ruins? The bones lying in the dust? Even if you didn't support the Divine's peace, you wouldn't call this right. Who could? So many innocent lives. The faithful murdered where the holiest of holies once stood. If the Maker willed this, what is it if not a game or a cruel joke?
Don't ask me. I'm as baffled as you are.
You probably don't even worship the Maker. Lucky. He asks a lot. The Chantry teaches that the Maker abandoned us. He demands repentance for our sins. He demands it all. Our lives, our deaths. Justinia gave him everything she had, and he let her die.
I'm sorry. Her death has clearly hit you hard.
Not just me. All of us. She was the Divine. She led the faithful. She was their heart. If the Maker doesn't intervene to save the best of his servants, what good is he? I used to believe I was chosen, just as some say you are. I thought I was fulfilling his purpose for me, working with the Divine, helping people. But now she's dead. It was all for nothing. Serving the Maker meant nothing.
I'm not really the best person to talk to. Doesn't the Chantry have people for this?
So I should let a priest comfort me? No, this is my burden. I regret that I even let you see me like this. It was a moment of weakness. It won't happen again. Come. To work, then. We will speak later.
Goodbye.
Cedric said the blankets weren't worth selling. He's giving them to the Inquisition for free.
I will keep the peace, while you and the others appeal to the Chantry in Val Royeaux.
Better ready yourself for the blame you will be rightly assigned.
Now to go harass
When there was no
Josephine and then
sky
go back
maker,
to the other place.
you were the sky. When there was no
I have
earth,
heard
you were the earth.
Has anyone dared ask? No, I do not think. Ah, Master Adar, may I have a word?
My name is Adar, right?
What did you need?
Well, as you are, Talvashos, people have asked. You grew up outside the Canary homeland, but there is no easy way to ask your thoughts on the Q.
Have you studied the Kyun?
It is a decided gap in my education. I know the Kyun is a philosophy, a set of laws, a legislative guide, and a social architecture governing the Kunari. Those who appeared at court, however, insisted the Kyun is too complex for an outsider.
I'm a quick study. I could learn the Kyun if I put my mind to it.
Perhaps, if they let you. Do you believe in any of the Kyun's philosophies?
The Kyun runs things differently. I've wondered what it's like to grow up with it.
Please, be careful not to praise it out loud. People ask how a Kunari could be Andraste's herald. It worries them if they believe it, and angers them if they do not. Convincing them of your good intentions will be tasking.
You'll think of something, Ambassador.
I hope so. It will be interesting. Strangely, your mercenary work is not so inflammatory. People are fabricating extravagant tales of your heroics.
There wasn't a group around that didn't want my help when a tough assignment came up. If you needed it done, Adar was at the top of the list.
I noticed. Leliana found a letter from the captain of your last company. He had nothing but praise for your skill in battle, but doesn't mention what part you played.
Captain Tully praised me? William Iron Ash Tully?
That's quite the moniker. But yes, your captain went so far as to say he'd have lost entire battles without you.
That miser deducted 5 gold from my pay the day I left.
Whatever for?
Poor morale.
Well, your captain still held your skills in high regard, especially after your last engagement.
I was in charge of mercenaries storming the headquarters of the bandits we were to dispatch. We caught them by surprise. It was over before the sentries even blew their horns.
That is impressive. I hope life in Haven doesn't bore you compared to such exploits.
Haha.
There are some people who've made staying worthwhile.
How wonderful. Oh, you must tell me who they are.
Nigga legit just
You're the
sighed
Herald.
that shit, man.
Or, well, the one they're calling the Herald, anyway. I hope the Inquisition can restore order soon. I never really wanted to leave the Circle. My name is Maeve. I research demons and other creatures. Seeker, Pentagast, and I use what I find to help the soldiers fight them.
I found something the demons left behind. Can you use it?
Yes, that's very helpful. Just leave it there and the Tranquil and I will examine it.
Cool, cool, cool. So now...
Come to me, child, and I shall embrace you.
That ass?
In my arms lies eternity.
Come on. That's not like marriage. Back to... this bitch. I had to deal with the Wolves. God. Fuck. Okay. Um. The fuck did I just step on, dog? I'm a fucking stink on the shit. Ah, it's a pellet from feeding my rabbits. I thought it was a congaree. I don't fuck with congarees. At least touching them. I don't fuck with touching them.
This might interest you, sir.
I know. I think I'm going the wrong direction. No, where the fuck am I going? To the right of the castle. This is no longer on fire. That's a good sign. The clinking of the armor is annoying. That's a bad sign. Did I not just see sparks? Yep, I'm seeing sparks. I'm already falling asleep on myself. Shit. Yeah, I don't know how I'm gonna deal with this. So having cleared the enemy out of rifts or whatnot.
Make it take you!
Man, I think it's like a real high up thing. No. I don't think I even have to wait on the fucking truck to like walk out the bullshit. I think I just gotta gun it. Not even make his way back on his own. Is it not gonna work? Did the demons kill it? Is it? Why the fuck are you there?
We've been searching the region for resources. Commander's orders. No small task given recent troubles. But I've some supplies here you may find useful.
Come on. Come on. Come on. I think this is the only escort mission in the game. So they just made it extra boring. Doing an escort mission while you're sleepy is fucking excruciating, God. Jump. Just fucking jump down.
Thank you. I appreciate you finding her, and I'll see to it that this never happens again.
These must be the wolves Master Dennett's wife warned us about.
Fell asleep. Okay. I'll do this and then that's it.
True that the entire dwarven economy relies upon lyrium.
Mostly. We've got the Nug market cornered as well.
And the dwarves of Orzammar have never studied lyrium?
Well, if they have, they certainly haven't shared anything up here. Why?
It is the source of all magic, save that which mages bring themselves. Dwarves alone have the ability to mine it safely. I wondered if they had sought to learn more.
The folks back in Orzammar don't care much about anything but tradition.
That cave could be the lair of our strange wolves.
It is.
It's a demon!
Demon dead. The farmers should be safe from the wolves.
I expect the wolves are also pleased to be freed from the demon's control.
Anything else up in this area that I had to deal with? No. Great. I have the whole fucking down here to do it, but I'll go report back to what's her face. And what's his face?
This might interest you, sir.
No, fuck off.
If those refugees are going to defend themselves, they'll need real defenses. I've got a few ideas.
I've built watchtowers in the areas you recommended.
Nicely done. That'll give both the refugees and our farmers some warning next time trouble pays a visit. I'll speak to the Master and have weapons sent to your people at the crossroads.
You deal with the wolves, and our farmers will be safe again.
The wolves should be back to normal now. They shouldn't be any further trouble.
That's good to hear. I'll send word to the farmers and let my husband know what you've done. It may not seem like much, but you've given this land hope it desperately needed. Thank you.
No problem.
Yelena says you got rid of those demon-cursed wolves. Should be safer for our farmers now. You've held up your end of our bargain, Inquisition. You'll have my whole stable and good hands to go with it.
You sent your stable hands and your horses to the Inquisition. What about you?
Well, you've cleaned up the area, and I can't say I'm not tempted. Still, it feels wrong to abandon my land to go play horsemaster again.
I suppose you're right. The Orlesian Chevaliers do have stronger horses.
The Orlesians? Hang that. No hopped-up Orlesian pissboy knows more about horses than I do. All right, Inquisition. I'll look to your horses myself. Never let it be said that Redcliffe gave less than the best. Just let me settle matters here and say goodbye to my wife. I'll meet you at Haven.
Now with that done, I'm going to go to sleep. Fucking tired, dog. I have a whole fuck ton of work to go and do, and anyways, peace. Hope you had a good time watching. If you didn't, I don't know, dog. I don't know what else to tell you. Probably shouldn't have continued watching, but you know, if you did have fun, nice. I don't know what you had fun with. I'm not even all that, you know, much of a personality, but whatever. If you had fun, you had fun. Bye.